Oh, yeah.
That was me playing.
Nice. Nicely done.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And welcome to the Chan Ran Podcast, the world's greatest bagpiping podcast of all time. I'm your host, Josh. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco.
That's me.
Tried to catch you in the mid-drink, and
I knew you. I heard you speed up. Like, no.
Listeners can review the show on whatever their podcast station of choice is. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played and or read on air. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Channeran store at channeran.com. Become a patron at patreon.com/channeran. Last but not least, invite and share with your friends. Fusco.
Yes, Josh.
Odd open.
Hey, Josh.
Yes, Fusco.
You know what really sticks a fire hose up my old bass drum?
Most of service band players.
That's a good guess. But it's when you talk a lot of shit about fire bands and service bands and whatnot, and then you have somebody on who can play your ass off, and I'll play you in a second. Like that's
like really, just now.
Yeah,
like just
exactly.
Just
now. Like, things just got real here. Fuck those guys.
Well, it's a shotgun strategy, right? Like if you fire a shotgun from really far away at a service band, you'll hit one good player.
Bird shot, though.
Yeah, bird shot.
Definitely bird shot.
Yeah.
No slugs in this case.
Duckbill, like widespread.
Oh my God!
Would you like to introduce our illustrious guest?
Yeah, we have all the way from I don't know where, somewhere in
Bumfuck, New York,
a place called Yonkers. I don't know what the hell that is.
So all you guys are from New York City, right? You're all from the same place.
Everybody's from New York City, correct? Everybody's from Manhattan. If apparently,
pretty much.
Then why can none of you swim?
Because we're New Yorkers, man. Like nobody goes in the water. You can't go in that fucking river. Have you ever seen that thing? Oh my God! But we have our favorite Cahill lookalike on the show today, Brendan Gomez, all the way from Yonkers, New York. Tell us, where the fuck is Yonkers?
30 seconds north of the Bronx.
There you go.
That's it.
Perfect.
Or when he goes home, right there.
Now, what borough is that in?
What borough? It's its own city.
Is it? So, like, when they say
they tried to make it part of the city years ago.
Okay.
This is the New York geography portion of the podcast.
Yeah. Canadians are going to love this part. But, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. That's the five boroughs. Yeah. And then Yonkers, apparently.
They try to get Yonkers, and then this is like, let's say 100 years ago. That didn't work out. So, we're our own city. We border the Bronx.
So technically, you're like me. You're not from New York City.
No,
right.
Not at all.
Got it.
So
he's like right next door, though.
How many Canadian truckers are outside right now?
I haven't seen any.
But welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you here.
I appreciate you having me. Big fan of you guys. This is pretty cool.
Dude, we appreciate you putting up with the 75 minutes of pre-show.
Yeah.
I should have warned you about that.
Well, most people just will sit there and drink with us while we figure everything out, and he did a great job. He sat there and drank with us.
It helps when you're at a pub.
Yeah, absolutely. You have probably one of the best backgrounds of any guest we've had, and it's not only look nice, it's functional. It's goddamn quiet over there. Usually when people are doing this shit from the bar, they don't think about it, and it's just noise, and we can't hear them and all this shit.
Sure.
But you did a wonderful job, just like you're doing with your pipe band, as we'll get into eventually here. Maybe not. I don't know. We may never get to that, but we'll see.
Yeah. We're supposed to get to the show. Oh, okay.
We're supposed to talk about bagpipes? No.
Well, we can skip life checks. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great.
Fantastic. Next, we have an email. We have an email from Beer Boy Brad. Beer Boy says, here's an email. Penis, take a shot and go fuck yourselves. With love, no homo, Beer Boy Brad. Okay.
Apparently I got to take a shot.
Yeah, we can take a shot. But I will say this. I feel like there's a little bit of homo in that.
I would say there's a whole lot of homo in that.
Who do you think Beer Boy's more sexually attracted to?
Me or Brendan?
No. I was saying you or me. I don't think he knew Brendan was going to be on.
Well, he's now, after listening to him play, I guarantee you he's got a hard on for Brendan right now.
100%.
He's in the chat. I'm sure he'll say something.
Like I'm pretty sure he's got a new man crush.
Oh yeah, he's now past me. He's left me for Brendan.
But also, they're supposed to be coming down in April, so we'll finally get to meet the infamous pipe band daddy.
Oh, he's coming too. Oh, that's right. Their band's coming.
Their
That's
band's
right. I forgot
supposed to
about
be
that.
coming.
Okay.
Yeah, which will be good fun. Well, yeah, no, he wouldn't just come on his own. He needs a bunch of other dudes to help him come.
To come on. Yeah, he wants to come on other dudes, not on his own. Yeah, I get it.
And the only way for him to bring his actual fucking bagpipes is for his band to show.
I know, he wouldn't bring them otherwise. So speaking of that, Brendan, who is the gayest person in your pipe band? Go ahead. Out him right now.
Oh, man. Pat Birmingham.
Oh, Pat. He just threw you under the bus. I don't know who Pat is, but sorry.
Sound sexy motherfucker, probably.
He's got a great last name.
Future pipe sergeant.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How did he get the job?
I told him he's going to get it.
Oh, he's going to get it. All right. Oh, my God.
But
These jokes never end.
I feel like you're just getting a decade's worth of like, oh man, we can't make gay jokes, but you know, yeah,
we're allowed to because we're friends with Brad. We're one of my best friends is gay. It's like saying my best friend is black. I don't know. Isn't that how it works?
That's not how
I know a black guy. I can say terrible things.
The point is to make fun without discriminating, and here we have done both.
Yes, we equally make fun of everybody. We haven't. Brendan, your last name is Gomez. We're gonna get to that.
Fuck me.
I was waiting for that.
We're getting there. Don't worry.
Hey, Fusco.
Yes, sir.
What's an update on the Las Vegas service band?
Oh, we are full on service band at this point. I thought things couldn't get worse, but they do. Everything can always get worse, people. It's probably best just to kill yourself.
Oh, that's the end game.
That's my public service announcement. Just everybody kill themselves because nothing is.
I got in trouble for that like 100 episodes ago.
Did you say something like that?
No, I said put a trash bag over your head and shoot yourself,
yeah,
and then
you were specifically talking about agents, and that's the mistake you made. You made a specific group of people feel bad about themselves. I'm saying all.
I still
humanity.
stand by that statement, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
I mean, you've recently got to work with some booking agents, and
oh yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. They're calling, and they're all a pain in the ass.
do you think I should amend my statement?
Absolutely not.
Should they put a trash bag over their head, flagellate themselves, and then get up back in the morning, or should they?
Any of those things would be fine with me. The whole point of an agent is to make my job easier so I don't have to actually do anything when it comes to booking a gig. But hold on, let me describe this. All they do is it adds another level of the question. So the client, say, the middleman, which is the agent, and then me.
Yeah, you described middle management.
That's contact them. They ask a bunch of questions. He asks me a bunch of questions. I go back to him, answer the questions. He answers them. It's like this fucking thing.
He pays to have a phone.
I'm like, why don't they just call me directly? We'll be done with this in 5 minutes and I'll know or not. And I'll tell them my price and fuck it.
They get paid. They
You're
get paid
making
to
me
have
crazy.
a phone. This is why Kelly Sheehan gets so mad when we fucking harp on agents.
Well, Kelly does a good job though. I've dealt with a lot of agents that are a
but
pain in the ass.
she's a fucking 4-leaf clover, dude.
I know, but she gets mad because you're roping her into the other assholes.
Well, she ropes. Oh, you think that blah blah blah? I'm like, yeah. Well, you know, you get paid to have a phone. Like, for fuck's sake.
I'm gonna let you answer that call when she calls us angry.
She and actually, you know, MLK knows backlines and schedules and actual real shit.
Yes, and she actually makes things happen that are useful.
Yeah.
All right.
And she's a fucking rare species.
Correct.
She's not indicative.
MLK, we love you. I do anyway. Josh thinks you're a cunt. Remember that? Remember when that happened?
Yeah, she's never gonna believe that.
No, never. Just kidding.
So, real quick, getting to our guest.
Oh, we have a guest? Oh,
Well,
there
we
he is.
Yeah, we gotta bounce back and forth. Otherwise, the audience loses interest in us bitching at each other.
Hey, look, everybody. Cahill's back.
So, give us your best. So, what's your Cahill's corner this time?
Yeah,
Cahill?
go ahead, Brendan. Go ahead and do.
Oh, fuck, Brendan. Sorry.
Brendan, do the whole Cahill's corner thing for us, will you? Did you listen to last week's episode? Oh, wait, you couldn't
No, I
because it's
did
not
not.
out yet.
No.
Oh, it's not now because I had to edit it again. Oh, damn.
You offered and then didn't do it.
It's actually way better than I anticipated.
Is it?
Yeah, I've been listening through.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool then. As long as it's good, I don't care what happens. But no, we're just kidding, man. Although we did see a picture of you on Facebook with a mustache that is glorious.
Yeah.
And I said to Josh when we were pulling up your Facebook, just looking at you and stuff, I was like, oh my God, this guy looks just like fucking Cahill. Holy shit. With the mustache.
This one is Beer Boys.
Yeah, we have to do a shot for Beer Boy. But holy, so why'd you shave that off? Why Why get rid of the mustache?
To wear
be
a
honest,
mask that supplies oxygen?
Just with all at the time, like a year ago, with all the COVID mandate stuff and the mask orders and stuff, I remember I actually was in Disney and wearing that thing for like 8 hours straight it was like 85 degrees, 90 degrees, sweat. It was a disaster. I got so fed up with it. 3 days of it, I just shaved it off. That was it.
Okay.
That's literally all it took.
I like how the only thing it took for a person that has to provide assistance and EMS to the general public was 3 days in Disney.
That's it.
Like, nope.
That's it.
That's enough. That's enough poop, shit, and pee and puke, and I know I'm good.
Well, does New York still have mask mandates? We do. Well, no, the whole. Is it the government or just our state or the federal government?
So it's
just our state, right?
It's state by state, but also, but yeah, no, I mean, we can get into this later, but we're mask free right now in Nevada.
Right, but are you?
We are. Yeah, we're free too. I think New York City's a little different, but Yonkers and all the way up to whatever
Buffalo or wherever.
Yeah, we're statewide.
Let's say Buffalo,
Montreal,
we're good
Montreal
for now.
Yeah.
You know. I think that's super awesome, by the way. I just want to, I mean, you know how much I love to suck Nevada's dick on this show.
I do.
We did a really good job of not getting COVID.
Who, you and me?
No, the state.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
we did a pretty phenomenal job.
Not
Luckily,
bad.
I mean, we're also mostly desert, but
yeah, there's nobody here. We have no population to speak of, but
we have one of the largest tourist destinations in the entire country.
That is true. That's true. We are a super spreader event.
But also, I would say
as a city,
one of the reasons that we did so well was just because we were like, "Fuck, we got to make money." Everyone,
no,
get your vaccines. Like, let's fucking do this.
This is one of the things that I was, and maybe this is in other places too. But I was when COVID happened, and they like a month or two after when they restarted to lift things, but they put up, plastic and whatever, all the shit they did. It was remarkable how amazingly fast the casinos figured out how to do everything. Like everything, actually, grocery stores, everybody. And they're like, no, we got to have economy. So they put up like at the poker or not poker, any of the table games, they had glass between every player's seat. They had, everything that you could think of, they did because they want people here.
Oh
yeah, they should absolutely keep it. But
just because like you don't want people reaching across at the dealers.
No. But it was just remarkable how quickly businesses adjusted to make it work so that they could stay open.
Well, and like the big thing, like when you listen to the news and people are like, oh my God, Nevada did such a great job of dealing with the COVID pandemic. It's like, yeah, because money.
We need people to come here. Otherwise we're all going to die.
That's our only excuse.
There's no water. There's no fucking food.
We need money and water.
we're all fucked. Oh my God. And actually all I need is a good funeral now and again. And then
you got lots of those.
Yeah, I'm doing. COVID's been great for me economically.
Episode title.
Anyway, what were we talking about again? Cahill's Corner. Go ahead.
I can't tell you that right off my head.
By the way, do you know Sean Cahill or Bill Caswell?
I know the name.
Have you ever been to the what's that thing out in Colorado?
I've been to it, yeah. I've never met him. I just know the name, yeah.
I thought all firefighters knew each other.
No, they all just look the same.
Is that what it is?
They don't fucking play the same as we learned at the beginning of the fucking episode. As we will learn. Yeah, Jesus.
We're gonna hear we're gonna hear examples of the Yonkers fire pipes and drums or whatever the fuck they're called, and then I'm gonna post up the Arizona Fire Service band next to them and see who wins the contest.
All right, so
Cahill's gonna be so mad.
Have we already done the Kevin McGean email?
No, we have not.
So Kevin McGean. Some guy named Kevin.
He's also from New York.
Yeah,
he's the guy that gave me that tour, the elevator tour, when I was in New York City.
Some fucking guy. He asks, "Have you? You want me to try it? Well, I'm trying to do it in his voice, but I can't speak through the stash.
do a New York City accent when you do this. He's got
hey,
have you ever seen it?
Have you ever seen a difference in your performances once you shaved your pone stash?
Wait, have I ever seen a difference in performance?
Yeah, has your performances changed since you shaved the stash?
Since you shaved your poon stash.
Poon stash specifically.
you could blow tone better with less interference.
I'm assuming he meant porn stash and just can't type.
It could. No, I bet she meant Poonstache. She's in the chat. We'll see if he responds. But he does want to know, like, so blowing is better. Are you better able to tickle the clitoris with the stash or without? Like, what do the ladies say?
Oh, you got to go without it. There's
Really?
just too much shit going on.
Too much tickling. Too much tickling.
Too much shit going on.
That's the talk of short tongues.
Those of us born with the genetic defect of short tongue.
Yeah, I can lick my microphone from fucking 5 inches away.
You're like what's his name? Ace Frehley.
No, you're thinking of Gene Simmons.
Oh right, that's what I meant. Yeah.
For fuck's sake,
I did that on purpose. Come on, go with me. Yes, and motherfucker.
I'm yes-anding you. I gave you the layup to your joke.
Listen. I don't know. Anyway,
Was I supposed to go down the Ace Frehley line?
yes, because Ace Frehley is God. Oh wait, is he? I don't know. So back to the notes. Discord. Should we talk about Discord?
Oh yeah. So I gotta say, Discord's been fucking blowing up.
Yeah, ever since you added the
Mostly-
cigar channel, the cigar channel is a hit. I don't know why. I could care less.
Because we have a lot of old white men.
We do. Yeah. I'm not a cigar guy. You are.
Yeah, I am, but I'm not regularly. Just for
Just when Ken hands them out for free.
because I play a fucking wind instrument, so
Right.
I'm just like not trying to ruin my lungs that fast.
Right. Yeah.
I'll ruin my lungs slowly
Yeah. It is a Piper thing.
through boofing coke out of a stripper's ass and.
That's what they call a pipe band attack in Yonkers. I don't know if you ever know
Boofing?
that. Yeah, coke off a stripper's ass is called pipe band attack. Hey, everybody, time for a pipe band attack.
God damn! I said God damn.
Or maybe, I'm sorry, was it meth? Did I get that wrong, Brendan? Was it meth or coke?
Both.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
either
they
way.
afford coke in Yonkers?
The fire department can. What else they got to do? Those guys make hella good money.
Dude,
Trust me.
those guys are incredibly busy picking old ladies up off of icy driveways.
That's actually a good question for him. What's your job in the fire department?
Just so we have, so you're like your standard base level is your fireman, then you have the officers, obviously. But as a fireman, you could be a driver, you could be the hydrant guy, you could be the nozzle man. So that's what, at least for my rig, I'm on an engine, so that's what my responsibilities are. It could change every day, so you have to know all three spots. You know?
Gotcha. Okay.
He's describing the good.
But you're
job.
a fireman as compared to an engineer or a captain on a truck, or in your case, an engine. Which
pretty much
remind me, I used to know this, but an engine is
the truck's the ladder.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right. I'm with you now.
Engine is the hose. So
Gotcha. Okay. So
Episode title:
what?
The engine is the hose.
So how long have you been in the fire department now?
September will be 9 years.
How long have you
9 years
played pipes?
Oh God, 22 years now.
Oh, that explains
like
it.
Yeah.
How old were you when you picked it up?
About 12 years old. Yeah, 12-ish, I would say I started. So I actually got lucky. And I was thinking of, like, if this question were to come up today, he probably isn't listening, but believe it or not, I got taught by Seamus Coyne.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll send this to him just because.
Yeah, I don't think he remembers me or anything. Back when he
he used to be out in Jersey or near. Where the hell do you live?
It was New York.
Yeah, New York.
He was
right?
he was in New Rochelle, which is about 10 minutes from Yonkers.
That's right.
He was here, and then he had a bagpipe shop and taught lessons out of it. And I didn't know at the time, but he gave me a great foundation. So, Seamus, if you're listening, I haven't seen you in 18 years. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. You were great. So.
Yeah, Seamus is great. If you love to talk and not do anything during your pipe lesson, Seamus is amazing. But he does get things done remarkably.
Hold that fucking low A until you finish making a
sandwich.
Yeah,
make your sandwich. Hold the low A. He always had creative ways to describe expression. Absolutely.
Well, if you send this to him, tell him I said hello.
I will. I hear from him quite often. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Love to hear
he's
from him.
lovely guy. We might rope him in just to bring back memory lane. We'll see.
Don't give away. The
Sorry.
goat.
I'm just saying that just to be silly. Oh, you're actually working on it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't give
All
away.
right, forget
the goat.
everything
Come
I
on.
just said.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't know what you were doing. I was just totally making a joke.
I was
That's
doing
weird.
my job. I was producing.
I'm sorry, but anyway, yeah, Seamus is great for that kind of shit. I remember once, one of our band members, I think it was back when Jack was coming around more often, 3-4 years ago, whatever it was, and somebody asked me like, because I know shit. I know people don't believe I know shit, but I do. And they were like, "Where did you like learn all this?" I'm like, Seamus. I mean, for the most part, Seamus. He's a wonderfully loony human being, but a wonderful human being, and he knows what he's talking
He's one
about.
of the people that was my most abusive teacher, but also my favorite.
Oh my god, he's so funny, so insane but funny. But yeah, no, he's great. So that's interesting. So that's where your very first bagpipe lesson was with Seamus.
Very first was
Wow.
was with Seamus, and did that for a few years before he moved out to LA, I believe. And then, pretty much fast forward, I got taught by Bruce Gandy. After that, Bruce got me through the ranks to grade 1, and then I ended up stopping. I just stopped competition completely like 10 years ago. Then I got taught by Alex Gandy, his son, a little bit, and that's kind of where the whole teacher thing was.
I
A
see.
couple other guys here and there, but those are the main 3.
So you started when you said you were 12,
Yeah, about 12 years old.
and how old are you now?
33, just turned 33.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, how long ago was it that you abandoned Bruce and left him hanging?
Oh man. So I would say probably when I was like 18, 19 years old, 20, I went back to Bruce for a few years and jumped from grade 3 to grade 1. Kind of just got burnt out and stopped. And then he reached out to me, or I believe I got back in touch with each other, and then I wanted to do lessons. And then after the first lesson back, he's like, "You got to join the Halifax band." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I played with him and Alex in 78 Halifax in 17, 18. So that's kind of the last time I was playing with those guys.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
17,
did that,
18
and
the year?
The year 2017, 18 means, yeah.
17 and 18. And then in 18, I actually was in 4 bands. I was playing with City of Dunedin too.
Oh, those cunts.
So
Mispronounce it. It's
Dunedin.
Dunedin.
Just kidding.
So,
They're great guys, I'm sure. I don't know.
They're-
We don't
they're
know them.
phenomenal.
We don't
They're
know them.
phenomenal
Great band.
people.
But we don't know. Please don't hold the cunt thing against us. Listen, it's all jokes, people. We're just saying shit to get a rise.
The only
Anyway.
people who gave me shit for saying Dunedin over and over again weren't the people in the band.
Nobody in Dunedin ever said anything to me about it.
they're cool. Yeah, they're all cool guys.
Yeah, I have
Guys
been
and
corrected
girls.
by people like, it's Dunedin, right? I'm like, yeah, you idiot. Getting
Obvious.
people's names wrong is funny.
That's why we got Brendan here.
We got Brendan Cahill, Brendan Cahill here today. By the way, would you do me a favor? Is anybody in the vicinity of where you are hanging out right now
No,
have a
no
snapback
one's-
hat? Because
Have a what?
snapback hat, the flat brim.
He's just looking for excuse to go pee.
Want me to go like that?
There you go. Now, perfect. Now you look like Cahill. Or Caswell. Either way, they both wear those hats. That's funny. Firefighter friends of ours. Anyway,
This seems like an incredible time to break for our sponsor. McClellan Bagpipes by North Carolina artisan bagpipe maker Roddy McClellan from Eust in Scotland. They don't strive to be the biggest, fastest, or the cheapest. They do, however, meticulously craft a small number of warm and stable sounding instruments of heirloom quality. Roddy has followed this philosophy for over 30 years and continues to evolve with innovations like the Elevation Chanter, designed with North American bands in mind, providing a lower pitch, rich harmonics, and strong, clear projection. Elevation Chanters, along with chanter reeds from Adrian Melvin, provide a stable platform for a thick band sound without big oval holes. Check out BespokeBagpipes.com for more information. McClellan Bagpipes, born in Scotland, made in the USA.
all right, we're back. And we're here with, who are we here with, Josh?
We're here with Cahill Gomez.
So I guess we're here to talk about your band. I don't know what's going on. So
So there was a whole bit, and Fusco's kind of lost the thread because he's imbibed a lot of alcohol last night and a little bit of alcohol
a
today.
little bit today. Yeah. It's very
But
rough.
we had to keep him even.
Yeah.
So the Thread is basically an incredibly successful service band.
I wouldn't say successful. However, they're headed in the right direction. We don't know. I mean, how do you judge success?
Sound good.
Okay, then they're successful. I take back my previous statement. But we are going to talk about their band. So this week, I think it was this happened really quickly. Take us back. You were recently surprised. Was it a surprise? As I understand it, it was a surprise, or maybe you knew it was coming, but you didn't know when. You were made pipe major of this band, correct?
Right, and I was hinted that at some point this year, the current pipe major wanted to hand the band over. I didn't realize it was going to happen the night of the 20th anniversary concert, so that was pretty cool. Literally, with 30 seconds before he went on, made an announcement, and then just gave me the band right there. So
before the concert,
right before we stepped off.
So then you went out as pipe major at that point. You
Yep.
switched spots with you. Interesting. He was like, "No, this is going to go horribly wrong. I'm putting it on you."
Now,
So wait, did you have a lot of?
the technical term for this is a cunt move.
It's depends. It could be like a very honorable move. He's like, "Hey, I'm out. This is the best opportunity." It's in front of a lot of people. yeah. We'll make it sound nice. Well, let's make it sound
like
nice.
400 people watching. Yeah, it was a
30
nice
seconds?
gesture.
Yeah.
Absolutely, no, big time nice gesture for sure,
Dude, if we went out to the Celtic Thanksgiving concert and you were like, by the way, I quit and you're the pipe major now.
Yeah, but we're a totally different situation.
I would have.
We're all angry, and I'd be like, "No, fuck you, I'm out. Here, take it."
Not only
be a totally different thing.
Not only would I have punched you in the cock as hard as humanly possible, I would have still finished the show.
Right. Well, of course, I would. Yeah, I would have been like breathing heavy, but I would have been out there.
You would have been throwing up in the background from the cock punch and been like,
but I was still played.
He did it.
But anyway, yeah. So that's interesting. So had you had a lot of influence in the band before this? Meaning, were you kind of leading the way anyway, but weren't officially the pipe major?
Over the years, I was like taking on an instructor role, but I knew my role. Like it's their band. Like I'm like the probie, the new guy. So
After
I
9 years, you're the probie.
I'm as one of the junior members of the band. So as being that you're dealing with pipers that are chiefs or captains. So it's a little bit of a different role when this guy has 20 more years of service in the department than I do and the band. So fast forward, COVID hit, we didn't play for 2 years. And then this past year, I guess they kind of said, you need to start taking over as your own, with the hint that I was going to take it over eventually. And then that led to last week when they handed the band over. So it was pretty cool, I guess,
Right. So the previous pipe major, what's his name?
Billy Traynor.
And how did he do with the band previous? Like, he
did good. I mean, the band started from literally nothing. They had a sign up sheet one day. This is 20 years ago, and with the sign up sheet, they eventually had 20 people commit to the band, and they started a pipe band from scratch. Only one person, and that was Billy, I believe. It might have been one or two others, but had an actual pipe band experience and played. And they started the band from scratch. So
interesting.
That's where we are today.
An incredible opportunity to peek inside.
So
a service band, because inside of like service, right? Like fire, EMS, all that stuff. How long you've been there, what your rank is, that determines everything, right? Like he talked about being the probie and then all of a sudden being the pipe major, and like, well, the other guys had 20 years on me. The interesting question for me is, were any of them a better musician? Because when it comes to music, it's like, hey, maybe you're the newest person, but you might actually know how to fucking play, as we learned at the beginning of the episode.
And we're going to hear, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, and I can't speak for every, police, fire, any type of service band, but
why not? We do.
Play bass drum or go home.
in a way, it's almost like let's say from my side of it, like it's almost like the firehouse. Like you're the new guy, you're a newer guy. These guys have put their time on the job or the band, and it's kind of like a rite of passage in a way. It doesn't matter if you're the better player or not. I've always showed those guys that respect, and I'm still teaching the guys with, let's say, 4 or 5 years on now. When that time was happening, and then eventually, I guess you earn more respect as you go on. And I have almost 9 years now. There's guys in the band who have 20 years in the band and then 25 years on the job. So they have given me that respect with only 9 years, let's just say. And they listen to me. They allow me to go full pipe major now. And
so that's interesting.
That was going to be my next question. Was going to be like, do you find that people who have power over you will still take lessons from you musically?
At least I'm very lucky with my band. They always say there is no rank in this band. You do what you need to do to get this band better. I know not every band operates that way, unfortunately, though.
Right. Yeah. This is not at all the norm.
That's probably why. It's good.
Right. I was going to say, like, what's the ego status of these guys? Because you're talking about, one, fire department people. Police historically have bigger egos, but fire too, is to some extent. But maybe they're a little more humble, I think. But a guy in a job, a captain it's, and this is true in all life. It's not by any means just fire department related. It's anybody, but you got some young upstart kid or whatever.
Your boss doesn't want to hear from you.
No, not very. It's very rare. So
it's incredibly rare
that they're willing to sort of check the ego at the door because the band is more important.
I think some of the musicality that comes out of that Yonkers band is probably because of the humility of people who are like, hey, I'd like
I suspect that's a big part of it. I mean, without knowing their inner workings, but yeah, especially to let young guy over here.
Yeah, this dickhead.
But he's got 22 years. What did you say? 20 years playing pipes, whatever it was, 21 years, whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Versus these guys have been playing for how long has the band existed? 5, 6,
20 years.
Oh, it has been that long. Okay, so
but this dude fucking shredding.
But but sometimes it's like, okay, the guy that can play, maybe we should listen to and not fight with and argue with over whatever. Blah blah blah.
Unheard of.
Yeah, it's unheard of in the piping world, in the civilian world, anyway. But so I appreciate that. We're gonna listen. Let's listen.
He's discovered a secret.
Yeah, this is the thing we want to get to.
I also feel like that he exists inside of a firehouse and it's all. When we say service, it's always kind of all encompassing.
Sure.
But he exists inside of a house that gets it, and they're all just like, hey, guess what?
Sure.
You can teach me how to play this Strasbass, and then you're gonna have to scrub the toilets. Sorry, bud.
Sure, yeah, but I'm sure he knows that. He in pipe band, he's in charge. But when you go back to the station, which is hey, we're actually practicing in the station.
He's
going back to cooking dinner that night or whatever.
Yeah, I've never heard of that kind of delineation, and I think that's probably why the band's
so interesting because that's so hard. As a human being,
you're
for
a
all
rare
human
case,
beings,
man.
For all human beings, not just fire, police. It can be any human being, especially Americans. Ego is huge. People have, and I struggle with that too. I have a hard time letting go of the ego.
Do you?
Absolutely, I do. Everybody does. It's hard. But sometimes you gotta think, what do we want here? What is the ultimate goal? And does everybody buy into that ultimate goal?
Well, you got to be like the Zen master. You got to fucking dissociate yourself from everything and try to think about the end goal and be one and be water flowing over a rock, not the rock.
Correct. It's like Bruce Lee said, right? But be water. Wait, is that a racist for me to impersonate him?
It wasn't Bruce Lee, so that makes it a little.
It was Bruce Lee. I mean, my impression was terrible, but he's the one that said it. But yeah. So
you're thinking of Mr. Miyagi.
No. Bruce Lee said, "Be like water." Mr. Miyagi said, "Sweep the leg."
I try to do both every day.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a listen to Brent. I'll let you pick. Which one should I play first?
Oh, between
the two you sent me.
The other option?
The two you sent me.
Oh,
one.
The two. Let's go with the Marine Corps one first.
Okay, so this is him doing traditional music, but it's a very acceptable pipe band choice, right? So this is the Yonkers Pipe Band playing something. Hold on, I might be muted. I am muted. Here we go. Let's try that again. Please tell me you go into the Navy tune after this.
We do not.
Okay, good. Thank you for not doing that. So, I have so many questions. One, not questions, statements, I guess. Like, this is what I preach all the time. And tell me your philosophy after. I mean, my philosophy is better, but either way, tell me your philosophy. I'm just kidding. But good tone trumps everything. Like that's what you should be going for. And in this case, one, this band is doing the two things I wish we did.
Good tone Biden's everything.
Good tone, play in unison. That is all that's happening here. They're playing a simple tune. They're playing Marine Corps Hymn, which we've all played a bazillion times in the Army tune. The tone is good.
Drones that are in tune and chanters
and
that
they're
don't
playing
suck.
in unison. And the drums, they're not even playing Scottish style. They're playing a very like sort of like really basic, almost American style thing. It works brilliantly because they fucking sound good. Like the drums sound good, right?
Yeah, no, it's I try to preach listen, we don't have to play all this crazy stuff. It could be Mary Had a Little Lamb. As long as you're blowing your bagpipe, I'll set your bagpipe up. Just blow it and play it, and I'll fix it. I'll take care of everything else. You know, and
Fosco's tender bio.
I talk about that all the time. All you got to do is blow tone. You don't even have to just learn to blow, and I will do everything else.
Fosco's tender bio part 2.
Just blow, and I'll do everything else. Show title. But anyway, what is your philosophy here? Like, how did this band come to embrace this philosophy, and how did you?
I think what the guys again, like, especially the past few months, you know, we pretty much, like I said earlier, we took like a 2-year break because with your parade service bands, you got to think a majority of your gigs are around this time and March, right? So
sure. Yep.
There were no parades. Every fire department function we played at was canceled. So like the band just, guys were afraid to, in general, it's everybody. They were afraid initially to be around one another. So we ended up taking almost a 2-year break. And then when we started back up a few months ago, we pretty much, pretty much laid the law down and was like, listen, this is what we're doing. This is what you have to do. The band is not going to function or exist if we don't do A, B, and C. And everybody, again, we're going to that philosophy we said earlier where the egos are out the door. Everyone engaged and they start to see where they start to hear the success over the past few weeks, months, and then they buy into it, and then I think the most important thing, if you make someone feel or believe that they can do it, then they're 100 times more likely to succeed in what you're saying. And I feel like we stray from that a lot. Every typical pipe major, or for the most part, they get frustrated, they yell and scream. You can do that as long as you put positive reinforcement and tell the guy, you can do this. This is why I'm yelling. And I do that a lot with our guys. I get upset, frustrated. I let them have it. I'll be honest with them. But I'll remind them, like, I know you can do it. So there's a moment. And then when it starts to click, that's when you could see they believe in themselves. And I think that's a very important thing, especially in this level of a pipe band.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, okay. Let's take another clip. Let's listen. Okay. So that one was the win. I mean, I'll call it the win of the week. We're kind of doing a thing here.
That's pretty good.
But we have let's do the try of the week. And you'll see why I call this a try. You have not heard any of these yet, right?
None.
Okay. So let's see how Josh appreciates this. This is the first time. Let me just play it and we'll talk about it. So this is also.
Is the country
don't say it.
I mean, yeah.
Don't say what it is. I want him to figure this out.
Why you want me to be the judge?
Not judge. I just want you to figure out what's happening. That's all. Want to take it, Josh?
No, you're not. It's honestly the only thing ruining it. Like,
What's that?
the only thing ruining it is the people singing.
People singing it.
But
But at least you know
don't
what it
know
is.
the words. Like at the beginning, the funniest fucking thing is you get people that don't know the words to John Denver's classic "Country Roads," which I don't know how you exist.
I don't know the words. I know the chorus, but I don't know the verse. I don't know what's
Country
on.
roads take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia. Now, mama, country roads take you home. And then in the verse, all the fucking drunk people in the crowd are being like, "Country roads, because country
Well,
roads."
you're missing the
and
point
the
here.
countries
Nobody
are
cares about what the
roads,
audience is
and
doing.
all the countries have roads.
You're missing the point. That's not the point here.
No, I think the fucking pipe band country road. I'm keen. Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking. And-
Like honestly, the best part of that entire clip was the band. The band was fucking supreme.
Absolutely. So this is the thing. And there's a little bit of the solo. I think that's you, Brandon. Maybe I'm not sure in the video, but playing a little bit of solo in the beginning, and then the chorus comes in. Right? I'm like, all right. I want to hate this, but I don't hate this. You know, because
it's
like
actually
contemporary. It's
really
contemporary
good.
music on bagpipes, which generally regardless of the road how they got there.
Well, it was a country road.
The country road how they got there. But like here is a contemporary tune that you wouldn't think that much hard about, and it's like, oh, normally this would be played horribly by probably Kevin McKean's Elevator Band, and
Oh, he's the elevator guy.
he's the Elevator guy,
That's why we don't invite him.
and I'd be like, fucking
sorry,
god damn it.
Sorry, Kevin. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're going down.
Oh, I hope he's in the fucking chat.
He is.
But yeah. So normally this would be done by like the Las Vegas City Fire Department pipe band, and I'd be like, guys, just learn to play first, and then. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Learn to play first, then do this, and then make it good, which is what they did.
Simple music played well.
And this is not hard. Like he
Nah.
obviously, I don't know who arranged this, but somebody arranged this in a way that's not that complicated. The harmonies are good. They add to the flavor of it because they can blow fucking tone. Like
That's that. So the more professional like level that you're adding to it is maintenance, blowing tone, those kinds of things.
Let's
right?
ask
Like,
him.
yeah.
What's his philosophy? How did this happen?
So I guess it starts with, again, like just like Josh just said, it's maintenance. Like everyone's bagpipe has to be the same. So from all my experiences in the competition area, it's I've kind of taken like the water trap. Everyone uses the same reeds. I use all easy drones. Why? Because they're easy.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
as far as channers, we all have the same channer. Not every band does that. We have the Shepherds, and I use the Chesney Warnocks. So I know it's what a lot of the Grade 1 bands over in Scotland use, but the idea is how can I get to use those weapons like as those guys do and apply it to, again, like a service parade band. So
We got to talk about this, like how
So
McClellan,
what he said-
how McClellan can help you.
What he said
be even
was
better.
he wanted to be a cop, and that's why he wanted weapons.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't
And
all
all-
firemen wish they could carry a gun?
And also the not most bands use all the same shit. Every band does it.
Does what?
Use the same channers and reeds.
No, not
Really?
not in the fire, not in no.
no, not in that realm. Yeah.
You
Holy-
think because we do it, you think everybody does it? No.
Dude, when every time I played in a pipe band, we did it.
Over there, they absolutely do it. 'Cause
Here
there's-
we do it.
No, we don't. We do it because I do it. A lot of bands don't do that.
Yeah.
They
No.
play
What?
different channers, different reeds, different bags, different everything. It's like,
What?
have at it. Chaos, pure chaos. Like, fuck that.
That blows my mind.
Dude, you're again, this is the thing. This is going to sound incredibly arrogant, but you're blessed that you have me as a pipe major, Josh. Because at least technically, like not personality wise, but technically, because I know what it takes technically to be good. I'm terrible at motivating people, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what I want to crack his brain for is like, how did he get his people? How much do we fight with our people over even believing in the system? Constantly. It's a constant fight over believing in the system.
How much do we fight with our people over being our people?
That too.
I would start. I mean,
but they have an inherent benefit in the sense that their fire department, we're also part of the same department. So
they got to be there
have
48 hours anyway.
Well, that's true. They're there. But they also have an inherent pride in their job, right? And so for civilian bands, you got to overcome that a little bit where it's like you have to find a reason to create pride in your civilian organization, which they show up to once a week, maybe if you're lucky. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But he's got there's a certain advantage to, although it's very rarely proven right, that, hey, this is my pipe band. This is my Yonkers Fire Department pipes and drums. That means something to them because that's their job. You know what I mean?
And you have a built-in group to work with. I mean, that's how military bands, which founded most of modern piping, were made. Because they were all in the fucking military.
In Scotland, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, most of modern piping is like, oh, shit. I have to carry a bagpipe and a machine gun?
Maybe.
So it's all... it wasn't like small clubs here and there that made it worth listening to. It was a bunch of people who were just like, oh, fuck. If I don't play good on this MSR, I won't eat a potato.
Well, I mean, let's think about that, though. Like, maybe in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, the military drove that forward. But say since the 80s and then the 90s, the civilian bands then took that and made it a zillion times better.
I would say it set the standard. I mean, look at the
It
things
headed it in a direction, but there's no military band that could hold a candle to any grade 1 band to this day.
Not in a million
even
years.
Close. Probably to most grade 2 bands, to be
But
quite
that's
honest.
the same way like vehicles work, right? Like most modern vehicles that are good, they're only good because they were developed through warfare. They were military conflict, and then boom. Pipe bands aren't terribly different.
That's a stretch.
You drive a Volkswagen, bitch. It's a great car made by Hitler.
Yeah, but that wasn't military based. It was because he wanted to create a road system that was long before World War II ever happened. Long before, when he was creating the road system and the German people being able to explore.
You've had it
a
here
whole different
first, guys. Episode 189 of the Chain Ray Podcast. Fusco defending Hitler.
No. I'm just saying Volkswagen has nothing to do with the military complex of Germany. I mean, it was to create. It's a whole fucking thing. All right, hold on. Let's get back to basics. Let's get back to basics here. Gomez.
You walked right into that.
I want to talk about Gomez. What are you? One of those Mexicans?
Colombian.
Okay. Yeah. So I get this question all the time.
You're at it.
Because my last name is not Scottish, like Josh's is. Why do you play bagpipes? Why did you like as a Colombian apparently, and maybe your mother was fucking Scottish, I don't know, but tell us how that happened.
Yeah, she's Irish. So I was like 11 or 12 years old when I started, and my aunt approached me and said, for my birthday, which is in February, it's like, it was February 3rd just recently. So she said to me at the time, I'll
2
pay
weeks ago.
for. Yep. She offered 1 year of any instrument I wanted. She was going to pay the first year of lessons, and she goes, I'll give you a month, think about it, and come back to me in March and let me know what you want to play. Obviously all the parades are happening, so we went to 1 or 2 parades, and I saw that, and I was like, I want to play the bagpipes.
Wow.
And that's literally how it started. Then Seamus Coyne happened.
That's interesting. Okay.
That's how
so I
got
love
hooked up with
your aunt because she gave you a fucking year of lessons. That's a fantastic gift for a 12-year-old kid.
She is the reason why I'm playing. Yes.
That's fantastic. I love her. What's her name?
Very great. Her name, Aunt Kathy.
Aunt Kathy. Good job, Aunt Kathy.
Yeah, she's great.
Little did she know she had such a significant influence into the long-term growth of service bands. Because this 12-year-old kid, 20 years ago, gave him a year of lessons with Seamus Coyne, which was very questionable, to be quite honest. But
also, why not pick guitar and get laid?
That is a great question.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I thought the connection. I'm Irish. The bagpipes are Irish. I thought was really Scottish, but and I saw the parades, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Sure, let's do it. So that's literally how that's.
So let me ask you this: growing up, like I know for myself, I came from a mixed background, meaning Irish and Italian, which
in New York.
Everybody in New York was Irish or Italian, except for you apparently. But you Irish and Hispanic, Colombian, but whatever,
right.
you know. So my family always associated with being Irish, apparently similar to yours. Like my father was Italian, but it wasn't like a thing. My mother was Irish, and it was a thing. Like it was important.
Wasn't it like more of a religious thing?
No, they were both Catholic.
Yeah, exactly.
Italian Catholic and Irish Catholic.
Yeah,
the
so
same,
like
basically,
you can get along Irish and Italian if you're both like, well, at least we can agree on Catholicism.
Well, they're both Roman Catholic, absolutely, yeah, for sure. But point being that my father was Italian, but didn't like. It wasn't like a thing for him. It wasn't a big deal. Like, hey, we're Italian. Let's wear a fucking horn, the fucking Italian horn or whatever.
Right.
My mother was everything in the house was Irish. Everything. Like we listened to Irish music. We listened, blah, blah, blah. It was a thing for her, right? So for you, especially being a male in half Hispanic culture, half Irish culture, and Hispanic culture is very male dominant, right? Traditionally.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like, did you get any flack as a kid? Like, hey, I'm going to embrace bagpipes when all your Hispanic bros are playing. I don't know what the fuck they do. Play soccer? What do they do?
Yeah.
I don't know what the stereotype is, but
just you know what? It was my whole family was shocked, and again, they were like, "You don't want to play the drums, guitar." I was like, "No, that's kind of what I want to do." So, you know, they embraced it, and they were very supportive, and it led to where I am today. I mean, without this, I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't be a fireman.
That's really cool, man. Yeah, absolutely.
And actually, it's funny how, just to bring it up, that's how I got on the fire department. I got called by the former pipe major at the time. I was 21 in college, and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life.
Sure.
He called me and said, "Hey, we need an instructor. Would you like to come and teach?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I need money." I'm like making $200 cutting grass each week. Of course I need cash, like, so as soon as I did the first practice, the band manager and bass drummer, Dennis Flavin, he went up to me and goes, "What are you doing after college?" And I said, "I have no idea what I'm doing the rest of my life." He goes, "You're taking our test." I'm like, "You're taking the test in 6 months. That's it. Done." I signed up right there, and now the band took me in. They helped me study for the test, and this is the reason why I'm here now. So
that's cool.
That's how it all happened. Yeah,
that's very cool.
That's why I really put, and again, like I really put a lot into it, because this is almost like it's in a way, it's a thank you. Like without those guys, I wouldn't be here.
Sure. Talking
to you on this podcast about fire service.
Talking to 6 of our listeners about being a fucking piper. What did you go to college for? What was your major?
I was a history major, and I was going to do special ed as a master's.
Okay.
And that did not happen, obviously.
So are you happy with your choices? Are you happy you're a fireman now? Like, are you a hands-on kind of guy? Because obviously you have to be.
It's definitely, it's the greatest thing one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. So I'm very fortunate, you know.
Why is that? Hero pussy?
No.
Episode title.
You know what? It's just like the lifestyle, the scheduling, obviously there's benefits, and it's kind of cool to be able to help people. And, when you see a burning building, you're going inside it. I know for some people, they're like, I want no part of that. There's just like adrenaline rush you get. It's just like it's just a badass job,
Yeah, I get that.
It's just really fun.
Yeah, I get that.
There's also the dark side to it. You get exposed to a lot of negative stuff, but you learn to deal with it. You get guys like the guys in the band to help you through it, and and I think that's why the band grasps everything that I try to teach them, and they absorb it, because we're doing all this crazy stuff together. You're living together, literally. We live together for 24 hours. You're eating together. We're cleaning the entire station. We're making each other's beds. Like, it's literally, it defines the brotherhood, and the band allows that to go even further, as into the whole music part of it, which is super helpful for me as a teacher.
Sure. Well, let me ask you this then, and this is the hard question. Why do you think what you just described is standard across all fire departments? Probably, for the most part, like the brotherhood of fire departments, right? why is your band so drastically different than? I mean, I'm sure you get annoyed with being tied in to all the other service bands that we shit on. To a certain extent, you're like, we're not all like that. And, obviously that's true. But why is your group so different when that brotherhood exists everywhere for the most part? Because you guys all risk your lives together, right? And you all live together and you all have the same experience for the most part. But in city to city to city, it's very different to their pipe band experience.
Sure, right. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, do you have any insight into that? I don't have an answer. I have no clue.
To be honest, I think it's just again, it's the ego thing. There are no egos in our bands. That's the most important thing, number one. Number two, you have guys that are starting to hear the success. Like last weekend when I was tuning up the band, all of a sudden, like, for example, one of the guys, I think there was an F that all of a sudden started going sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But then the guys look at the guy, Channer, and they pick up on these things. And they start seeing when it gets, and they hear it, it's like they're learning. Look, hey, that guy's notes out. No problem. I'll go fix it. So you get ideas like that. And when people start building confidence, it definitely helps them realize, hey, maybe we should listen to this person. Maybe we should listen to this guy because, he is definitely helping us. I'm becoming a better player. I mean, you can hear the band's improved tremendously. And listen, I can move Channer tape all you want. It's down to the player at the end of the day, whether they absorb that or not. All the skills that I've tried to help them with. So as far as our band goes, it definitely, it's just, put your ego and leave it at the door. That's it. You come in here, it's about the band. It's not about you. And I think that's the most special thing with us. We're all in it together. We're not as good as me. We're not as worse as the weakest player in the band. It's as a whole, how can we be good all together? So, and you just got to lift each other up. I think if people start doing that more often, and any pipe band level, doesn't have to be, it could be grade 1, grade 5, or street band level. If people just kind of listen to their leadership, and hopefully their leadership is the right leadership for that band, anyone can be successful. They really can.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing where I always struggle with is what is that magic in between spot? Like between getting them to believe in what you're selling.
Well, what did Richard Perks tell you at the Piper's Symposium?
Remind me, because I don't know where you're going.
Well, he told you have to follow up with each one of your players constantly. You have to make sure that they're doing their diligence. And you have to call them every day. And
he might be right, because this is the kind of shit that Seamus would do. Like, he would call everybody constantly. But you got to be a lunatic to do that. Like, if you're a normal human being trying to make a living, like, sometimes I just want to fucking sit there and stare at the wall for 5 minutes and just take a mental break. Especially if you're an introvert, which I am.
Have you ever considered? So what you just described, right? You gotta be a lunatic to call all your friends over the course of a week, right?
Correct.
Or are you a lunatic for not doing that? I mean, he's our good friend Brendan. Our good friend Brendan is describing, luckily he's locked in a house of lunatics constantly. So he has an advantage that way. Like, I call all my lunatics. I hang out with you. I fucking call all my friends once a week. Like,
listen, I get that. Like, there is a factor of time that comes into play. And how much you can offer each individual. And Richard Parks talked about this in the Pipe Major Symposium, is like, I meet with all my players individually, maybe half an hour or whatever, however often, maybe every couple of weeks, whatever it is. Like, the logistics of that, to me, with a band our size, is...
Our size of 4?
Worst case. Let's say our best case, 10 players. Right?
That's way beyond our best.
That's 5 hours a week, and I'm just trying. I make That's a lot, man. Like that's
a
hard.
lot.
But I get what he's saying. You just got to do what you got to do. Like you do what you got to do, right? You got.
Yeah. Just to harp on that. It's the same thing with our band too. On top of the teaching the band, I also am in charge of the recruitment.
That's your point. I see when it comes up.
So I actually have to teach, and I take it upon myself to teach. I have 5 pipers every week. So sometimes I meet them right before band. So my typical band night is 3 p.m. to 7. That's all private lessons. And then 7 to 9 is full band. And then we practice in a bar. So 9 o'clock to midnight is my stress relief.
Hell yeah.
That's it. So, but it's a lot. And, believe me, like, I'm glad you guys brought that up. To put all that time into your band, and that those guys, not all of them are playing yet. So, we're not really getting,
we've heard.
We
know they're not playing yet.
We're not getting drummers and pipers that want to be firemen. We have firemen that want to be pipers and drummers. So it's much harder to build that that band. But once you get a piper, let's say, and he's a brand new guy, now you have that guy for 20 years, and it's sustainable.
Right. Okay.
That's like the benefit of that. But believe me, it's.
So how do I do that on the back end? Because I'm an incredible piper that really wants to just get paid.
By incredible, he means very average.
And yeah, sure. If I'm the worst person in the LVFR, I'm game.
Again, it's big fish, small pond. Like this is what he was talking about with Bruce Gandy.
Yeah,
right?
like you got.
Oh wait, no. Maybe Bruce Gandy.
Fire.
Maybe Bruce Gandy was the one that told me that.
You got hired to a fire department because you could play.
Well, that's what he said. Like his department guys were like, "Oh,
yeah,
we want this."
I would have to beat 900 people to death to get hired.
Yeah, but the guys on the board that are interviewing you are not pipers, and they don't care. They still want you to be able to do the job. However, there's still a little bit of like a little bump up the old pooper.
Right.
It's like
it helps. Yeah,
it helps, but it's not
a little boof.
It's not going to be the be all end all. You still got to be a good candidate. We got a
boof.
But it's like, oh, this guy can play. Maybe it's going to help our honor guard and give us some blah blah blah, whatever it is. But I have another clip. Let's play one more clip.
Oh, is this a win, fail, or a
this is going to be a fail of the week.
This is going to be a fail
for sure. But I want Brendan's or Cahill's opinion on this.
Hopefully I can hear it. Let's see if it comes in clear.
Yeah, like put your headphones in. This is one of our favorites. We love to play her. Josh, you ready for this?
Are we gonna get taken down from this? Like, is this DMCA?
I don't think so, because it's like bagpipes. It's like a karaoke version. It's like Cape Canaveral or some shit, Houston or some shit.
Fucking mind. It's like, how do you early E on a bagpipe that's not? It's
not real,
pipes, right? Like, so it's real pipes.
Well,
I don't
red
know. Pipes or whatever they call them, like the meaty pipes.
I don't. Maybe one of them had real pipes. Maybe the other one had real pipes.
How the fuck do you early E on that?
Yeah.
How do you like? That's a thing you do with actual bagpipes, which I guess we have to call bagpipes actual bagpipes now, because real pipes
REEL pipes.
It's a brand that doesn't sponsor the show. So Fusco's gonna have to bleep this in post every time we say real.
No. Listen, go to them and complain like, "Hey, why aren't you sponsoring the show?" And then they'll sponsor the show.
I also have I have a question for Brendan.
Yes.
With your rock and roll Cahill band, will you send us some stuff?
Yeah, I would love to hear this.
I would be more than happy to. Sure, yeah.
I just like listening to good shit.
I like people that try to get creative, and maybe they hit on something that's like, "Oh, that's cool." All right.
The thing that blew my mind on that performance was just like the early E And how do you do an early E on a synthetic bagpipe?
Ask Chelsea. She's your friend.
I just don't understand it.
She's your friend. She doesn't like me, but she likes you.
Nobody's my friend, including you. I like how you try to put this on me.
Oh, dude, you know she loves you. Chelsea loves Josh.
But no, like the thing for me is like, holy shit. And I have to assume just based on pitch that it's electric pipes, but yeah, who knows?
But there's two pipers, and he's not hooked up to electric pipes.
But we also have to distinguish between Real Pipes the brand, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Real Pipes the brand
and actual
bagpipes.
Well, let's just call them actual bagpipes and real pipes.
Actual bagpipes and fake pipes.
Yeah, absolutely. So
just like fake news.
Exactly. It's like Fox News and everybody else.
You guys can't get it. You guys can't figure out where I'm coming from.
This is one of the things that I don't understand. And Kevin hits this in the chat. Brandon, whatever the fuck your name is. We'll get it right.
In the last 15 minutes of this show, let's create an incredible story.
Let's wrap a bow on this. Brandon, Kevin says this, and I want you to comment. It's as American as you can get. A Colombian running a pipe band in New York City.
Yeah, that's
my comment on that. That is American bagpiping. That's
it is, right? It's like a complete
straight up American, not traditional whatsoever.
It's that very Puerto Rican J-Lo kind of thing. He's like the J-Lo of pipe bands.
Yeah, that's far from that.
Brendan is apparently
from the block.
He's apparently ethnic by like Northeast Coast standards.
Yeah, I mean he's very white, but either way,
we've called him Cahill and Bill 14 times on this podcast.
Look at him.
The mustache still, then I would have had the Spanish look better, I think.
That's a good question. By the way, that's also a very important question. Are you a married man?
No, I am not married. I have a lovely girlfriend who happens to be a tenor drummer. So
is that the chick in your Facebook?
That is her, yeah.
I was going to ask you about her. Oofa. Hey now.
Easy.
Oh my.
Your 15 minutes are at 10.
As the great Howard Stern would say, oh my, hello, hey now. But yeah, she's a very handsome woman. Good job.
You know what? It's funny. She actually messaged me. That's how this all started. So without her sending me a message on Facebook, I wouldn't be seeing her. So yeah.
So you
were such a star that a girl messaged you. That's my dream. I want a hot chick to message me on Facebook and be like, "Let's bang, dude."
I got real lucky with this one. So she's a keeper and a sweetheart. So
that's cool. And she's in your band or no?
No, we met through the Dunedin band, so that's how we met.
Dunedin, God damn it!
Yeah, don't say it wrong.
Dunedin.
God damn it, Bruce.
I like to go. You like to go done. Like, are you done eating? Done eating? You know, you done eating?
You're done eating. Exactly.
They hate it when you say Dunedin.
Yeah. I know nobody in Dunedin. Well. Maybe him.
Yeah, probably one woman that was eaten by an alligator.
Yeah, there's maybe one person. They're like, nobody ever gets offended.
All we gotta do is
they don't listen to us.
All we gotta do is wait 5 years, and there won't be a Dunedin.
Yeah, they'll be gone.
It'll be underwater.
Yeah, everything in Florida will be underwater at that point. So
easy peasy.
But yeah, man. Well, we really appreciate you being here. It was amazing to talk to you. I don't know if we learned. Did we learn anything?
I have no idea.
Well, listen, when we listen back to this, we're drunk right now. When we're sober and we listen back to this, maybe we learn something.
We're drunk.
Oh, you're hammered.
And we're gonna listen back.
I'm gonna listen back. This is my edit. I'll edit this one.
He did not. Fuck, that makes me very concerned.
I'll edit it. It'll be fine. It'll be good. I'm gonna make Cahill look really amazing. No, it'd be great. But yeah, no, this is really great, man. It was awesome to talk to you. I appreciate your time and all that nonsense. But
closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. Yeah. So can I start?
You should finish.
All right. I'll finish. Josh, go ahead and start. Closing thoughts. Josh.
Beep boop. We should close.
Are we going to do closing thoughts or no?
I just said that was my closing
All right.
thought. Now you do
Brendan.
yours.
Brendan, go ahead and do your closing thoughts. What do you overall? What do you think?
Overall, yeah, I guess as far as fire department bands and police bands, just you put the right leadership there, and you have a system where guys feed into it and they engage in.
That's all the time we had.
Dude, Seamus was coming in. Seamus was about to come in.
That's all the time we had for our good friend Sean Cahill.